I watched my boss promote my backstabbing coworker while he texted me, working late. I smiled and replied, sure thing, boss, because tomorrow, for 3 years, I kept our software company running. My boss, Miller, said he valued quiet excellence. Translation: loud people get clients, quiet people get dashboards. When Luke joined, I thought he'd help. Ex-consultant, smooth talker, Miller loved him instantly. Adam's our backbone. Shadow him and learn. I showed Luke everything. My templates, my code, strategies I'd built over years. You're saving my life, he said. First red flag at stand-up. Luke said, I've been thinking about alert thresholds for Orion. If we tighten anomaly detection, we catch spikes early. Word for word what I told him yesterday. Miller smiled. Great proactive thinking, Luke. I waited for Luke to credit me. Nothing. The pattern continued. A client asked why their report didn't match. I investigated for an hour, wrote a detailed explanation, sent it to Luke. 10 minutes later, Miller posted, great job, Luke. Exactly the client comms I want. Luke had copied my text, just added best Luke at the end. Real gut hunch came at our biggest client's quarterly review. I built an interactive dashboard over 3 nights. Miller messaged, Luke will lead. Your backup. Luke shared his screen. My dashboard. Same layout, same colors, same annotations from 1:30 a.m. Only change, prepared by Luke Henderson. When the client asked questions, Luke repeated my explanations word for word. Miller smiled. This is ownership. Luke really took point. The client asked, Adam, I remember you? Miller laughed. Adam's our rock. Keeps the back end running. Luke's stepping up on strategy. Week later, Miller scheduled a coaching call. Adam, I value your work, but Luke's showing real leadership. I'd love to see you take more ownership. More ownership. As if I hadn't carried everything for years. During Q3 launch planning, I flagged a critical risk. One pipeline would lose diagnostic data if rollout failed. I drafted a fix. Luke interrupted. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. We need to adjust retention. When have you been saying that? I asked. He smiled. In our chats. It hadn't come up. He'd learned it from my morning notes. Miller cut in. Great catch, Luke. Adam, implement it today. That night at 7:58 p.m., Luke posted, pipeline stability aligned. Thanks, team. He wrote team. He meant me. Miller. Fantastic initiative, Luke. I wasn't mentioned. Something shifted in me. Not anger. Clarity. I pulled back. Stopped pre-solving Luke's problems. Stopped fixing his queries. Stopped rescuing reports. Thursday night, I checked our repository. My leadership presentation. The one I hadn't shared. Luke had copied it. Renamed it Q3 Overview. Luke. Removed my name. He was presenting tomorrow. 9:46 p.m. Miller. Working late. Need you on standby for prep. I typed in my notes. If they want ownership, let them own consequences. Next morning, leadership review. VP, strategy head, senior managers. Luke presented my work. VP asked, clarify what triggers the fallback pipeline? Luke froze. It's adaptive, based on conditions. What conditions? Nothing came out. Miller tried helping. VP interrupted. I'd like to hear from the person leading this. Luke stumbled. Each question exposed him. Then deployment started. 6:17 p.m. Error spike. 6:21. Biggest client's pipeline stalled. 6:29. Alarms. 6:31. Emergency line. Luke in Slack. Anyone see this? Adam, help. Miller. Working late? Need you on call now. I joined when he added, officially. Chaos. Luke panicking. Client furious. Client VP. Why isn't fallback engaging? I spoke calmly. Trigger thresholds were overwritten yesterday without testing. System isn't recognizing the spike. Silence. Who changed them? I shared commit logs. Luke pushed changes at 7:14 p.m. last night. Luke. I thought you bypassed 3 warnings I documented. I showed the tickets. Luke's dismissals. Miller's approvals. Client went quiet. Full postmortem. With names. After I stabilized everything alone, VP asked me to stay. Send all documentation. This won't stop at postmortem. 2 weeks later. Luke on performance plan. Miller reassigned to internal coordination. VP emailed. Let's talk about your trajectory. New division, higher salary, real authority. I said yes. My last day engineering slacked. You deserve better. I didn't need revenge. I just stopped catching their mistakes.